And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Friday morning, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed your Christmas holiday and hopefully you enjoyed the warm, windy weather we had out there. We hit 80 degrees at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, making, of course, Christmas Day 2025 our warmest Christmas on record. You can see since then, this morning, we're only down in the 50s out there. Currently sitting at 57 degrees. Those warm westerly winds are sticking around here for at least a little bit, keeping those temperatures well above average across the region. So looking at your temperatures here for the rest of the day, those 50s might drop down into the upper 40s as we hit the very early morning hours just before sunrise. Then we're back up to about 70 by lunchtime today with a daytime high of about 77 degrees. So we are still in record territory, maybe not quite as hot as yesterday, but still plenty warm out there with maybe some low 80s down off towards the southeast. You'll see 60s as you roll on into this evening. Overnight lows back down in the upper 40s. Now those winds are out of the west, 5 to 15 miles an hour here for the day today. The good news is those winds will stay a little bit lighter out there, not quite as windy, but it'll still be very dry. And of course that will lead to maybe some critical fire danger out there. Winds do pick up again for our Saturday as we'll see westerly winds, probably a good 10 to 20 plus mile an hour around much of the region. So that humidity will drop down around 16% at its absolute driest today before those numbers start to rebound later in the day. So fire danger is still a threat out there, so make sure to be safe. But the main thing we're going to be focusing on here looking ahead is our next weather maker is a Sunday cold front that's going to be pushing through the region. Here's our current upper level setup. You're going to see those high pressure systems start to shift off towards the east. That's going to allow a jet stream to kind of dip a little bit. That opens up the door for colder air to push into the region. Happening kind of midday Sunday. The timing is a little bit tricky on this front of things as that cold front comes in a little bit slower there on Sunday. That drops us into the 40s and 50s in the northern parts of the area, but then 60s and 70s there, perhaps further off towards the south. So looking at your regional forecast here, 77 today here in Amarillo. We're going to see more of the same for your Saturday, 80s off in central Texas. But going into Sunday, you'll see 41 in Dodge City, 51 in Amarillo, but then 76 down in places like Abilene. But then come Monday, everybody gets a taste of that cooler air with 40 stretching as far south as San Angelo. 7-day supercast right here. You're going to be seeing those 70s stick around for a little bit, 51, 42, and then we'll spend the last week of 2025 there somewhere in the mid-50s with mostly dry conditions out there.